Corporations are not people.
In our time in history, corporations
Corporate.
How you doing, Anonymous?
How you doing? Looking good here. Get any responses yet? I hear all positive right now.
A couple of people read them. I did have one guy who looks like quite a redneck with his redneck friends in his pickup truck who was yelling something I couldn't understand, probably because the extreme southern accent.
Does he believe that corporations are people then?
Apparently. I don't know. Either
Doesn't
that
make
or else
sense
he
to
has
me.
absolutely no idea what Citizens United is.
Yeah, I cannot understand why people just don't realize what's going on.
Oh, I know.
They're hurting themselves. They're fighting for their own
Destruction?
Yeah, that's it.
Personally, I say if corporations are people, we need to start executing them for their war crimes, like KBR, Kellogg, Brown and Root.
Oh,
They'd
yeah.
be a good one to start with.
Yes, I think so too. I haven't seen any corporations brought up and put in jail.
I want to see the birth certificate.
Yes, I agree with you.
For that matter, can we execute Walmart as a whole?
Well, that's putting them out of business, as they say.
Well, that would do it.
I don't really want to put corporations out of business. I want to rein in on them. I want them to be under proper control, because the people are the ones that are supposed to be controlling our elected officials, not the corporations.
But a few of the worst ones probably should be executed. You know, just
I
to
think
make
some
an
of the people who go out of hand should be brought up on.
An example for encourager les autres.
Let's see what else is going on. See what they're doing over here. Do not buy from big corporations. I agree.
I mean, for this, it's more of a statement of support, so I don't think there's any like legal standing. I mean, it's if it's a petition where it's like something locally to put somebody on the ballot or something, there's more of like, I think there's a legal counting of the number of signatures, whereas this, I think it's more just like them going to John McCain and saying, look at all these signatures.
I like your flag there.
So
it looks good.
I don't know if he ever goes through them and says,
let me get a picture of you in the flag. That's nice. And I can tell you're not pussyfooting around with that. You're giving them a strong response.
But the state legislature actually did introduce a bill. It didn't go too far. It had Keith Davis, I think, and I think Steve Farley, Eric Meyer. I'm trying to remember what Campbell's first name is. She's in Tucson. Chad Campbell. He's in Tucson. And Bruce Wheeler in Tucson. Like, I think they all got behind it. Yeah. So, I mean, there were like 10 people who supported it there. It's just that's about where it got. Or like Steve
Looks like they're making signs and things here.
Probably somebody really obvious, but I'm probably just not thinking about it right now.
You're live, brother.
Well, that could be a try now that she's got Congress.
He is busy.
So is it help to sign?
I mean, I always think it does. It's not really something that, I mean, unless we actually go for a state law petition, which is pretty grueling.
So what is this?
That's the Occupy Tucson citizen paper, and that's just the move to amend petition. Go for it.
To amend the Citizens United.
Yeah, to end that part of the Constitution. Let's see. It just kind of gets hidden up there.
Is that about the corporations and not people?
Yeah, and it's to amend the Constitution to end that.
Oh, okay.
Let me read off what it says up here. We, the people of the United States of America, reject the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling in Citizens United and move to amend our Constitution to firmly establish that money is not speech and that human beings, not corporations, are persons entitled to constitutional rights. So, I agree with that.
Yep. Seems straightforward
Yeah.
and simple.
I've definitely read some that are like not straightforward and they're like multi-paragraph that say great things, but I kind of don't know if Congress would actually, or a representative would actually read like multi-paragraphs.
Doesn't it have to be amended? Like the just passed?
Well, and that's kind of the thing that makes this really hard. I mean, is it's not like city or state legislation. If enough states pass laws against it, my understanding is that effectively allows changing the Constitution. And I think about 8 states have. So if Arizona joins, you have 9, but I think you need, I mean, in the first place, you need more than half. I think you need like 3/4. I think so. I mean, a lot of cities have passed. Tucson and Flagstaff have passed resolutions against it.
That's because the Supreme Court said that it was a person.
Yeah.
So now the only way to override the Supreme Court would be through a constitutional amendment or enough of states get together where it automatically becomes a amendment to the Constitution.
It's kind of like a big
What do you think of the money stamp while we're here with the camera? Just trying to keep a visual going, but keep talking.
Looks nice. I like it.
The money stamp over there. Joe has more. There's like 4 stamps around. We're experimenting, finding where to stamp.
People
It looks
read
good
it, they
right
see
where
something
it is.
weird on their money, they'll
Yeah.
look at it.
And that's the thing. I mean, like, where is George? Or I don't know if I'm remembering that website right, but people did look at that. They went online, they looked up the site, they entered it, they cared. I
I
mean,
seen that on the money too.
Yeah.
Where is George?
I was kind of amazed by the success of that, but it worked.
Did you ever read The Great Supreme?
I've seen the old like 30s movie. I don't think I've ever actually read like the John Steinbeck book.
Yeah, well, it's one.
Is it John Steinbeck?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes, there's one section there where they came with just big plows or whatever those bulldozers.
Yeah.
And just mowed all the houses down in the Midwest because they wanted the land.
Yeah.
And there was nobody. They kept saying the guy that was driving the thing. He was. They thought that he was the one. They never saw machines like they were because they were just mowing.
Yeah.
And so the guy behind the wheel said, "Oh, it's not me. It's them. It's that other guy. I don't know. It's the bank."
Yeah.
And they kept saying, and so you could never get to the real source.
Oh
of the
no.
problem.
It's a far away, strange power.
It's the same thing except a different, different story. Where nobody, because as long as a corporation is a person, you can never get to the source of the problem.
Yeah. You want me to stamp some money and you can film it?
If you'd like.
You feel me?
You want it? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Or actually, you want to stamp this while I hold it?
Oh, for the
Why'd you do it on the back? I like it on the back.
On the back? Make it
Of
a
the
different
bill.
one then.
Oh, you already got it on the back.
Yeah, but we can stamp a different bill. Let's see.
Oh, you're increasing the denomination. Very good.
Yeah. Does that work?
Looks good.
It looks like
Cool.
it says to be used for bribing politicians. Mixed message here.
To be.
But that would still be a message people would look at and think about and be like, hey, wait.
Here.
To be.
But that would still be a message people would look at and think about and be like, hey, wait.
Tom Meadows has decided he's not going to run for office anymore.
Yeah, he put out a big message like on every Facebook page he's on.
Well, I just don't get to the computer enough.
Yeah.
He says he's going to send it to me. He wants to renounce his social security number. He says he's amending his citizenship. And
corporations to super PACs have drowned out the voices of ordinary Americans. We need a constitutional amendment to declare money is not speech and corporations are not people. Each bill you stamp reaches 875 people, is what it estimates here.
I like that.
Yeah. If there's ever a news story that they start destroying money that has this stamp on it, I think that would be great publicity.
Well, they probably do anything that's
Is stamped.
after what if they get it,
Yeah.
because they just print it up. They just turn it in the banks. Just
Yeah.
just get another stock. All right.
Who haven't you interviewed or talked to yet? You talked to Kat over there? Do you want to do an interview? Camera?
Yeah, I did do the cat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I took a picture. She had the flag. She was good with the flag.
The little flag.
Yep. Yeah, the corporate flag
Yeah.
of America.
So you got the little one and the big one right there?
That's the corporate states of America, huh?
Hey, we can put out the Occupy
Hey,
flag if people want.
didn't they make themselves into corporations?
I mean, I don't know about legally, but effectively.
Didn't every city make themselves into a corporation?
Probably. Any interest in doing the Occupy flag?
Oh, yes.
Go for it. We'll put out what visuals we can.
Help him with help Digit Killer.
I can grab them somewhere.
They all look at us the same, whether we
Remind me if I forget to do something. Thank you.
Oh,
So I'm going to be like running around
You
with
have
this thing
tape?
here. I have Scotch tape. I don't have like.
we can tape it to here. One of these.
Let's see.
Right? Can we tape it to here?
Do you think this will hold?
Yeah, if you put enough on it. Maybe. I don't know. The wind might get it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I. Nah.
We can try it.
Try it.
doesn't mean that you're committing to votes, although once you learn about the Green Party, why you would vote.
Just.
Well, get it to the parts with the lip off. You're not holding too well.
Yeah, it's not great tape. I mean, it's just meant for flyers, basically.
Are you familiar with
And you got to do down here by the leg. Whoops. Otherwise, you got
fly
to do
off?
each leg. Yeah.
Just wondering what I'm gonna. I mean, I can tape
Just
it around
attach
a
it
bit.
to the leg. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, it's kind of cheap tape.
was over here, and I started to bring up the live stream, and of course it decided it wanted to download software into it to update.
Yeah.
So it made me waste a lot of time over there. You want me to like break the pieces off for you and hand them to you?
Well, I mean, that works. It's just his tape that tears really easily.
Look up upon the end.
And get it to go straight. It is super cheap tape. This is the tape my work uses, and I just kind of took a roll when my last one ran out.
Oh, put them in the light. Almost got it.
If you can figure out a way to tie it on, this might work. I don't have a great idea there, but
It's just that this tape has been shredded. There.
cool.
More pieces I can do. Isn't this a lot easier now?
And I'm kind of thinking you're good here, but
Yeah.
It's up to
Well,
you.
you tell me when you're done, when you're finished.
I'll take one more.
Now, what you do is you take the end,
Yeah,
you tip it over,
cool.
so that you got a grabbing point
Yeah,
for the next piece. Okay.
cool.
That's the person that really arrested. Not you, the real man. No, I've done it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the
No,
word.
I am the real man. The piece of paper is the straw man. That's the corporate version of yourself. For example, when they ask you for your name in court, my name is Thomas. Well, when's your birthday? Well, I can't tell you that either, sir. I was too young to remember. I could give you the date that my mother gave me, but that's hearsay and that won't hold up in court. See, what they're looking for is consent. They're trying to get you to consent to their rules. And if you do not consent to it, then they have to give you a remedy. They just don't have to tell you what the remedy is. You've got to figure it out.
Occupy. You better believe it. Occupy on the scene. Anonymous supports Occupy.
I'm doing good. Coming out to play today. I didn't actually invite you for that purpose. I was just here. Like, hanging out. I didn't know the day. What's happening?
Whoa! Sorry about that. We lost the tripod there for a minute. In corporate greed.
There's a basketball game.
Oh, you got people Occupy.
I got this one.
It's got some
Looks
swag
like we have
on it.
members of
Trying to get it
Occupy
into
here.
It's not very good. Oh, it's terrible. I don't want to Is it right? Yeah.
As
it's
always,
happened to me
supporting
once.
endless,
I think I was like wearing a
the
mask.
stopping of endless corporate greed. Corporations are not people. In no way.
Yes. Yes, King Hacker.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I say? I don't know you.
Yeah, I've seen you around a couple of places. So what do you have to say today?
Not much.
I know you're trying to hide
There was
from me.
another one. That was all a part of the plan. It was a rollback.
Oh, yeah.
Just talks about poverty. Well, it's about corporate personhood.
It looks good.
Corporations aren't people. Overturn Citizens United for FEC. Stuff like that.
That's what we're here for.
Holler at the firefighters.
Thank you.
Joe, will you sign our petition? Oh God, should I? Well, don't tell the Dems. Don't tell any Dems. Oh, did they? I haven't been out.
And the other one's just a statement.
There are people signing the petition here.
Fellow worker who lives in Well,
We want to end corporate personhood. Move to amend.org. Go to move-to-amend.org. Thank you.
Was that out of my bag or was that just there?
Yeah, the ad needs stop.
We're not there yet.
Devil politics. Well, it's not just like that. No, it's not that. No, there's a reason. I'm amending my citizenship to the United States. I'm becoming what's called a state citizen, or also called an American citizen. I posted on Occupy Meetings my goodbye letter, which gives a short explanation as to what I'm doing.
I call it pee-pee down every night.
What's that?
Pee-pee down.
I will be eligible.
I cannot hear you.
Pee-pee down every
Because I
night.
would not be a corporate citizen.
Yeah.
I would be an American
golden-
citizen with sovereign
They fill their bellies until it's overflowing. Whatever's left over,
corporate person.
we get.
Actually, corporate person that was actually started in 1870 when the United States was started. After the United States. Because this is how
Take a bumper sticker, take a, you can even stamp this. You can website to stamp, you can stamp your money. I can pull out a trash bag if you want for that. Oh, that works. Like, I mean, it's not officially a trash bag.
Right?
But you can see
So it's not the fact that I'm giving up, I'm just changing direction. And it works a lot better than
that was like our center.
What case was that?
after doing it twice.
Just in time to
I think like,
Any good.
I took the day off work.
And when you guys started backing Newman, it felt like a knife was sticking out. That's the sad part about it, was the fact that I got no support, little to no support from the occupation.
I mean, Occupy was very overtly non-political, which I don't know if that was a good thing or not, but I think it was never going to be a source of political support.
Right, but at the same time, the political sides also started supporting the occupation, and that's when I started getting suspicious about it. So obviously I need to take a different direction. I made my mistake, I'm correcting it.
It's a learning process. You know,
I would vote for nonprofit status if we didn't have to bend over to the government.
It's like, that was only a couple minutes.
Yeah. You can also use the grant money. You can also use the grant money to build a playground. You can use grant money to do
Like making signs, trying to get people to sign postcards and write to people, or
That's good. I'm
Eat apples.
Eat apples.
yeah, convince them to eat apples. There's that you can hand out flyers.
I'm gonna take some pictures.
Good thing. Get them up on Facebook, Twitter, new social media I don't even know about. By the way, I do have a compliment that came here today.
Manager,
I never know
decided what committee was going to. And then they were broke to the side. In September, the mayor told the city he didn't know what to send us to. So then we went to the meeting, and the mayor told the manager to send it to the city, and now the city manager sent it back to the mayor again. He doesn't know where.
They were mentioning when they found out I was introduced me as
So what we told him is, our answer now is you can send it
he was
to
commenting on a Twitter post that had gone out about Erica.
We're just going to bring people down in 10,
I don't know if I
20,
say her last name right.
take 2 minutes for each of an item. People can talk for a minute on that item.
I mean,
and then
as
talk
somebody
for a minute
presumably
on
paid at noticing our Twitter and what we're putting out there about it. So,
Oh yeah. I mean that's happened before, you know. It's love for that.
hey. Well, I pass it on when it comes my way.
Let me see your buttons. They look good. Your buttons. Your buttons.
My
Here,
butt?
Charlie.
The
Charlie.
buttons. The buttons.
Ah.
Fancy. Well, don't come too close. You're right out of it. Thank you. How about the other two? What are they?
An Occupy Tempe button and a label GMO buttons because we've got the GMO movie after this.
Oh, okay.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Are you driving?
I mean, Tara's probably driving.
Yeah, I know.
Have any more move to buttons?
No, but you could probably take this one. I think I've
I
got
don't
more
want
at
to take
home.
your button. Oh, you got 4 at home?
I think so. I couldn't
Well,
find
I don't
them
wanna take
for
you
this,
only one.
but I think I had like not like a box or anything, but like a small stash of them at one point
This small stack.
that are probably in some bag I carried to an event. But I thought I like had. I think originally somebody gave me like 30 buttons, and
Ooh, you all right?
What's the
She's
rule
all right.
on using the one quote, one mark, or the two? I don't understand that rule.
Want to take a picture?
you know Mike Royer, right?
What's up, Thomas? How you doing? I get a pic, brother? I know, I'm trying to be quick. Evan? Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, King Hacker filming me in the back. Get up, stand up.
Got to keep some sort of action. Anybody that's moving, you know.
So where you streaming or where you broadcasting to? YouTube? Or?
Well, right now it's going directly to live stream, and later it will go to YouTube in a higher definition.
Is there anyone watching?
That I have no idea.
Oh.
It doesn't tell me.
Oh, there's anyone out
I
there?
didn't post out.
Help! No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, like
Small but dedicated out here in Arizona.
Small but dedicated.
But there's a
But
lot
when
of
it
other
gets
people
onto
in other
YouTube-
areas doing a lot of things in Arizona. So there's a lot
You
of
get a lot more
activism.
views on YouTube.
The immigration thing's a big thing here.
Oh yeah.
Dick. Hey, Thomas came up. Yeah. Have you met Angie yet? Right here. Just turned 6. That's my little girl right over there. Only the corporations are evil sign.
Now, what happened to the big corporate flag? Did it go to Cat?
Yeah, Cat's got it. I have to go to the restroom real quick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll be here.
All right. How you doing?
Well, we're trying to.
Hey, Linda, how's it going?
I haven't had time to read the whole thing. I got going on it, but oh my God, it's long.
You read the letter?
I haven't read it all. It's long. I got
No, it was 12 pages long, but I shortened it to 5 because I was
Thank
no
you.
one would read it.
Thank you.
It's dangerous to be a pedestrian.
Let me explain it like 5 minutes after the rest of the all in nature. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
USA Big Corporation.
Unlock all the doors.
Kind of our fundamental.
That's America.
Well, I agree with that. Absolutely.
That's America.
Mend it now.
End it now.
Well, saved it.
Or it's too late.
Crash
It's
again.
getting better.
You think?
It's getting better. The unemployment figures show it. The housing market shows it. Auto sales show it.
I don't know. Something sustainable. Energy that's sustainable. Infrastructure. Better education. Wall Street. Accountability. So Wall Street.
The corporation commissioned 3 people that were on the sole routine.
And they all lost.
And
because of
why did
money.
they lose? But if the people
And
don't
because
want
the state's so corrupt.
if the people don't want to vote for them,
But it's not
you,
just
you
that.
put in Republicans, and what do you get?
But that's why the whole
You get
system's
coal
a problem.
burning. You know, how it's,
But they're already there, and now they just have all the power. It's a scary. Corporation permission is a scary thought this year. But that's a part of the problem is corporation. And I think that's why we're all here. We're all here, and you and Michael over there might not. Yeah, no, that's unfortunate, but
for somebody to say that Obama was supposed to
not different.
stupid. Just say it outright. No. And I gave him a rundown of all the things that were better, and he just keeps throwing the same lines at me. What did he
But
pick
will
it up?
you agree that Obama is corrupt?
Yes, I
No?
agree. He's a
Not at all.
corrupt. You know what it is? We're choosing the least of the
I was
evils
talking
when
to
we
him,
chose
brother.
him.
What's
Sorry,
up?
man.
I'll talk to you now, though. Sorry, I don't
Choosing
want
the
to
least of the
disrespect.
evils. That's all I think. I voted him. You know, I held my nose and voted for him. I knew he's just as much part of the
Romney's
New World
worse.
Order
You
as
just can't get everything that
Romney's
you want.
worse. Yeah,
You
we
wanted a lot
can't
more.
get.
I agree with
we
you.
can't
I
get
want
nothing.
well. You don't want Romney, that's for sure. I agree with you.
Now we got to go for more.
Agree with you 100%.
I mean, we got a lot. You can't be satisfied with that. Can't stop now. But we got to get more. Now the system's been set up. For example, you want single payer in health insurance. The health insurance system is now much better. It's going to get better. However, you want single payer, but within the law, there's a method for getting it. And it's going in that direction. And Obama will get us there if they ever get the guns out of the way and the budgets and immigration and all of that the Republicans have stood in the way of.
No,
There's a lot more.
I believe
you
that.
can point out a lot of things that haven't been done. Look at what's been done in the face of tremendous opposition.
I agree that
Filibusters.
They're fascist.
What other president had that kind of opposition? 490 filibusters. Lyndon Johnson had one filibuster in his time, and he accomplished something. And people say, "Okay, well, Vietnam War, no good." But he got through civil rights and all
I
of
guess
that.
the question is,
Give the guy credit for what he did good.
do you have faith in the system?
Yeah, eventually.
Obama is just one
Eventually,
part.
it takes too long.
Obama is just one part.
That's.
Do you believe in the system? That's all.
You remember what
about
Winston Churchill
this
said?
economy is based on war.
You remember?
This economy is based on poverty.
He's pulling back on the borders. He's providing.
Killing people. And then
I say it's not purpose. You want to point. You're pointing to what's bad, and I'm trying to show you that we've come from a lot more
What are you
that's
trying
bad.
to say? Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, we've come from a lot more that's bad. He's put in a lot. Give him credit for it. And now let's work.
But we have to be critical of him.
Be critical of him when he deserves it.
He deserves a lot of criticism.
But be specific about what
I am. I'm being pretty specific, man. I'm saying Wall Street.
You don't come in here like that other idiot and say that Obama was worse than
I don't
Bush.
think it helps to call us idiots, man. We're on the same team, aren't we? Kind of.
I don't know. This guy wants to can't work for Obama. Can't work for
This team right now is corporations are people, right? Right? I think we're on the same team. Maybe we all are. Not everyone here agrees, that's for sure. I appreciate it. What's your name? Al. I've seen you a while. I've seen you all over. You always call me Toby, right? Huh? I don't think it's so messy though, because everyone thinks that politics is just voting, and it's not.
It's not a spectator sport.
Focus too much on Obama, this and that, instead of the real issues.
The guy doesn't want to work for Obama. Just wants to go around and say everything's
part of it, right?
You're not going to win. I'm sorry.
What are we trying to win? This ain't a game, homie.
Let's see how far.
Outside? Alright. How you feeling? Right.
Hi, how are you?
Take the mask off.
It's to represent all the people. I have the mask off many times.
Alright, so do you want?
I mean, it's never a bad idea to kind of general assembly to say, like, this is what we're doing. I think that's a little more efficient. But I certainly have
Yeah, that's essentially what I was looking for, was if anybody would object to the idea before I started doing all that work.
I mean,
It's just a lot of work.
The only other thing I can think there that might be an issue is, like, I mean, does that mean there's, like, a board? But I think the board could be basically everybody who's actively involved.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody who wants to be on the board can more than welcome to show up. So it can be as big or as small as we want it to be.
Have you talked to the
Did you guys see the shout out that they did to you on Robot Chicken?
No, I haven't.
Huh?
You guys see the shout out they did to Anonymous on Robot Chicken?
No, I missed that.
They actually did it where they killed not Captain America, but you know the one where the rings combine and they make the ice dude?
Well, I'm gonna have to go look
They
at
did a
that.
shout out to Anonymous on there.
I'm gonna have to go
They stabbed
see
him
that.
through the heart with blades and they put Anonymous masks
It's not really
on.
like a city, it's not like a city council change or a
I'm
state
serious,
change.
dude. You know what I'm talking about?
I think
I
the
can't
idea
remember
is
the
you
dude's
want
name.
momentum getting
Planet
sign on the data
Universe
of
or something
operations
like
on
that.
people.
But like
But
they
eventually you
attached
get
it
the
with
state to do
the
it,
ring
and you
where
get
they tied it down
the states.
and
I think it's
They can actually, they can get a
love
constitutional convention and they can rewrite the law.
And I think 8 have done it so far statewide. A number of cities have done it.
like snapped him in the heart like 6
Phoenix
times.
is kind of prime.
Hey?
It was pretty funny.
Oh, I thought this was a sticker. I was like, yes.
Well, that's a sticker.
That's cool too. Yeah, that is a
I like
sticker.
that one. Just like
Yeah.
throw some tape on the back of it.
Yeah,
Make it a
for sure.
sticker.
That is.
I have tape.
Hey, I
It's not
appreciate
great
you guys
tape,
doing
but
this. This is awesome,
Yeah,
man.
thank you so much.
If you want to
Right
tape
on.
up the
I
back
don't
of
know
that
if it's
sticker,
doing like a
put it
live
somewhere.
feed.
Yes, it is. You're live.
I'll
Right.
give you the tape.
In corporate personhood.
Definitely, without a doubt. Thank you.
Cool.
Charlie can put you kind of.
You sign up for
No more places to sit out here. Definition of a target versus a safe. Because I see Pontiac over
corporate personhood. When do we want it? Now.
It kind of doesn't flow.
Nah, it didn't. I wanted to say corporate greed. That came right to my mind. I had to stall on the greed. But it fits there too. Thank you! Thank you! Well, we want it, love it anyway.
We'll take it anyway.
We'll take whatever horns we can get.
Yeah, I know, I got about.
I'm just stepping with gun left and right.
So did I don't know how, but I did. What do we want? Stop corporate personhood. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Stop corporate personhood. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Stop that corporate personhood. When do we want to stop it? Now. Get some liveliness here.
For balance status. Hold up. I gotta pull. Oh, you got your car. For ballot status, Arizona Green Party.
Hold on, come on over. Let me get a little body to put this down where it won't get knocked over.
Come on, one, come on!
Pen's dying. Gotta like it.
Rather than government. I mean, if that's what you want to write, I'm just saying, come up with a message that's simple, short, write it on there.
Registered under King Hacker.
Could you sign again just so that I won't find any excuse to it? What's that, Tara?
I said I assume your name is legally King Hacker.
It's legal enough. That's me.
John.
Say that. That's me.
Which do you prefer?
King Hacker. That's what I'm online as. YouTube, it's King Hacker 1.
I'm trying to deal with people as they come in here. I've got multiple people to deal with. So I'm saying, make a sign if you want to. Anybody you want to stamp? Can be fun.
I guess I wanted to read the pamphlet we were handing out.
Well, we've got that. We've got the Stampede pamphlet. We've got the corporate personhood postcards, the bumper stickers.
You want to make up one of these for me?
Sure.
Wherever you got that, and I'll pay you for it.
Yeah.
Just make one up for me.
Well, I can just give you one to stamp. I mean, I can give you $1 now.
I don't want the dollar. I want the stamper.
Oh, that's not mine to sell though.
Oh, I thought you were the one who made them up.
No, Josette owns that one, actually. She is over there, like the blue and sort of purple.
Blue and purple.
Yeah.
I might never see her again. I'll know I'll see you. So, all right, maybe another time.
But you can get, I mean, you can get them straight from the Stampede website or the Move to Amend website.
Oh, okay.
I actually
I'll
think
check
these
it out.
are somewhat better stamps because they list a website on them and like a Twitter tag and all, but Which, I mean, I think it's just kind of nice because you can go somewhere and you can say, well, what do I do with this? If you got that dollar, like the Move to Amend one, to my memory, it has a message. I agree with the message. But if you don't know about corporate personal, you just read the message, you're like, that's a cool message on my dollar, and you're done. You know?
Will they modify it for you?
It's too hard to like.
Well,
Couldn't make it.
I'm saying come up with something really short, really simple.
I tried,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be that simple.
Well,
Because unbelievably. So, it's going to be.
Let me get it stamped on here. I'll have one made up myself. Because I also want to put supported by Anonymous
that's a good short way to say
on it, and that's not on here. But now I got the template. If it doesn't spread in my pocket.
The Second Amendment, I missed the end. It has control. That works. We don't call it. I think that gets a little long.
Well, yeah, this is just so we can get
But they have to give it to you.
actually put a band together where you can put your dollar on one side and it goes through all these things and it comes out scanned. Kind of cool.
I mean, it's not even legit.
She's going different way. Look at it now.
Amend Citizens United.
Right now.
End money is speech. That is true, 100%. Constitutional right for people, not corporations. I agree with you.
Not we the corporation.
That's right, 100%. Corporations are not people and money is not speech. Yes, money don't come out of your mouth. You're absolutely right. How can it be speech?
Corporations are legal entities.
Yes.
They have only whatever rights.
They are subservient to the people. And that's what they should be.
Laws that created them.
That is correct,
They are
100%.
created by law. They can only do what the law allows.
Corporations for crimes against humanity.
Yes, I want to see some corporations executed pronto, especially the ones that caused some of the disasters that we've seen in the world today.
KBR, Monsanto,
Oil spills and different things like that, and they get away clean.
Yeah.
Robbery of the people by Wall Street greedy corporations. Yes, we need some of them hung by their maracas, without a doubt. Move to amend.org, end corporate personhood. In our time in history, corporations, unbridled consumerism, and more fundamentally the pursuit of profits and self-interest have created a system that is destroying the very fabric on which the system operates, natural and social capital, while leaving the great majority of the world in debt and despair. Move to amend.org. I don't know, is that Adion Isaac Cooney?
Aiden Isaac Cooney.
2012, thank you. Thank you, thank you!
Yeah, he's a very smart man.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I brought that from the ball. Yeah, I saved you signs, man.
I had a sign over there today, one of my 8-footers, and it was all like smudged and stuff. It was smudged. They had public utility election on one side of it.
Second Amendment gives control of guns. Don't kill children. Yes, I'm for the Second Amendment. I believe that people kill people.
That's right.
Yes, and people can kill them with bombs or anything they want. So I mean, if you cannot, you have to stop crazy people. Because a crazy person will figure out a way if he wants to do something stupid. We got a little sign kissing here.
We could all just start dancing around with our signs, having fun.
I had skaters, but I don't know what I didn't.
Hello.
Would you guys like some bumper stickers?
Oh yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Over here.
Oh, head on there. Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sounded like you wanted one.
Yes, he did. He did. He said his friend was a little afraid, but he was forward on it.
Starts at 3?
It starts at 3, but like I know she was like gonna be there too. So whenever you wanted to go over there. Well, because like you asked me to help you set up. Charlie said he'd be there.
Yeah, that sounded bored. I can leave whenever I head out.
And there are flyers for it if people want to. Put the address on. Cool. That works.
Oddly enough, where it was on Google, like where it was, today, it was not I know what my
They may have, like, links go down on Facebook in weird ways. No, but sometimes whole events, like, not just events themselves, but like whole days go down.
You know about this stuff? There's two movies. Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Engineering.
The movies of the UU channel.
I make phone calls, I pound tape, and I knock on doors. I don't even think Daniel even campaigned once. I never saw him once.
22 just after the election.
What is it, church again?
Well, I really feel it kind of depends on what you're doing with them. Like, and the channel you use, I find much easier to work with than like the Paradise Valley you use. But I think it's if you're trying to do things that like involve the church, like physically involve it. Yeah, that's complicated.
Right?
Not kill children.
I guess it's a beautiful way to protest today. Yeah. My knees get
Okay, so price to go in.
Yeah. Well, today is you can fill it. So basically, we're here protesting the person. The Citizens United ruling. Basically, what it was is they this company Citizens United sued on the court.
That looks good.
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Because whenever I write that like a rock and roll song. I can't write that.
Oh, that looks
I write
good.
real fast.
All right, it looks great now. Now you're cooking. Excellent. Thank you.
Policy, do all these things that they're able
Got it.
to do against
Thank
the
you.
people. And so we are trying to get that law overturned. to show that corporations aren't people and that money isn't speech, so you can regulate the money that goes into our democratic process. We've got these things. If you wanted to grab postcards, bumper stickers.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think we have any buttons. No, sorry.
We got the postcard, we got the bumper sticker, put them somewhere.
We might though. If you want to put your information down, we can let you know when we have more swag, more bumper stickers, things like that.
I'd say that if you're
So how long are you going to be hanging?
Well, I mean, we've got a movie at 3, so
you're going to be buzzing soon then.
Probably, because I think it's almost 2.
15 more minutes, so.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
But I mean, if people want to stay here, I mean, I'm not telling them to go. You know, it's just.
So what's the movie about?
Genetic roulette.
I feel like
it's kind of about GMOs and food.
Way too much power.
All the fun things people are putting in their bodies without even knowing them because they're not labeled in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Mainly, I would say GMOs have gone into like corn products, soy products, beets, sugar, beets.
And where is this movie being held?
It's in Mesa, like right outside of Fiesta Mall at 3 p.m. The address is 1316 South Longmore, which is in the Fiesta Fountain Banquet Conference Hall. Like just kind of, I think, on the west side of Fiesta Mall.
And that's today, January 19th.
Yes.
Very good.
And then tomorrow there's 2 more movies if people want to see them in Chandler.
Oh, great. Tell us about that.
They're going to be at the UU Congregation Church in Chandler. They let us use the hall for a day to show movies. So the first one is called The Activist Within. It's starting at about 12:30 in the afternoon on Sunday, January 20th. It'll be it's about a lady named Rachel Leck who decided to kind of go out and film the gay marriage debate from both sides. So she'll be there to discuss the film and talk about kind of what she saw in Arizona and California of the protest for marriage between LGBT couples. And then following that will be a showing of Pray the Devil Back to Hell, which is about basically a situation in Africa where a dictator and warring tribes were massively just killing people in villages, taking sons away, forcing them into military service. And some of the women got together and started protesting, started coming up with creative solutions, and eventually did get military tribe leaders to work with them, did eventually overthrow the dictator, and this is kind of their story.
Oh, great. Sounds like a really good story.
Yeah.
I like that.
So January 20th, which is Sunday tomorrow, at the UU Church in Chandler, which is 6400 West Del Rio Street, Chandler, Arizona, 85226.
At what time?
At 12:30 in the afternoon.
Should they be there a little bit early, or that's good right there,
I mean,
12:30?
it's good if they're early, but I don't think we'll probably start right at 12:30. That's the time we're putting down. And
oh, okay, very good.
You know, if people are there, we can start. If people are like 5 minutes late, that's, we'll deal with it. That's normal, sadly, or goodly. I don't know. I'm glad if they're there.
Yeah, I hope everybody comes out to see that.
Yeah.
It's worthwhile. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. So I'm not thinking of leaving until like 2:15, but then we got to
Valenzuela, those are all regular districts. Really? Valenzuela? West? Maryville? Really? Maryville is a Republican area? Thank you.
I mean, I thought there was Oh. Shit. Go for it. I mean, it's kind of a group thing.
Your tape job held up.
Hey?
Still holding.
Yeah.
Professionally done.
Hopefully. It's a two-man job. But he, and I think he's the main one pushing it, and I think we did a press release to the Arizona Media Co-op for it, but he's trying to do like a human rights city for Phoenix.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which means everything from the UN Declaration of Human Rights is like officially recognized in Phoenix. Good? Yeah. And in that sense, to my understanding, and I don't know the legal end of that, I mean that, but to him, that seems to mean that therefore indigenous people have full rights, they're recognized, it doesn't matter if you're a citizen of Phoenix or not, you're under the UN, you're a global citizen, so all native rights kind of get granted under that rather than local laws about natives, all Hispanic issues of identity and what country they belong to kind of go away. And if that somehow became Phoenix City like code, and apparently Eugene, Oregon has done this, has passed this as like a city thing, and made themselves a human rights city.
It sounds so like open immigration than for a city.
Well, that's the thing, is I mean, I don't know how that fully works. And in Oregon, I doubt that's such a problem.
Yeah, that's crazy hippies.
I mean, Canadian people might know. That's more what I'm picturing there. Whereas here,
yeah,
all different
situation. Although, I was in a talk, it's funny because ASU is actually pretty supportive of dreamers and, and that kind of students.
Why would you have more students?
Apparently, yeah, it's more students. Also, it's more students, but also like to Arizona. Like, if you're supporting that, then you might lose like grant money or something. Higher up folks. But yeah, apparently Mike Brown, the president, has expressed support for this speaker. I don't know if he supported immigration before, or just the idea of, because like, the thing is, every undocumented student has to be a non-resident, even if they live there their whole life. You know, and you still have to pay the $40,000 instead of the $10,000 or whatever it is. So maybe you just have to keep racking up that coin. And then they usually can't carry student loans, they take social security numbers. So they're pretty much cash customers. So there's a strong business incentive for them to take every person. But yeah, they're actually really supportive, and there was a thing that's like through the university talking about how to be supportive, how to it was mostly like how to make your office a safe space. So it was for professors and staff. It's a whole pretty packed room of counselors talking about how to make ASU a safer space than a place for undocumented students.
Well, I mean, it could be the same sort of thing as like you see the sign in front of like Fair Trade that says who basically lives there against SB 1070. Yeah. But I mean, it could be like, this is a human rights thing, this is a safe space, this is like for offices that are, which I would think to get them rated, but, you know, I could be wrong.
I don't know.
They would get a big outcry if they were rated.
I don't know how complicit you can be, or if you can like refuse a rating if you're, I know part of the problem is like they use undocumented status as a cudgel to keep them from organizing. Right? Because there was like, there was some sort of somebody who they had like a big labor dispute. They were fine with somebody who was here. They were fine with the medical documents he was here. They've been working up until work dispute. So they were trying to get you the contract. And then the raids started happening. So it's like,
they reported them?
Yeah, basically then the company reported them, and the company brought it and said, hey, we've got all these undocumented workers that have been here for...
I mean, that's actually fairly normal. Like a lot of construction is my understanding of like the worker rights centers end of life.
yeah. Just like where they just abuse the shit up there.
Oh yeah.
Because they can. Which is terrible.
But I can see partners there. I'm just saying Tona Tiara is out there, and they don't really have much in the way of partners on that anymore, which might be a bad sign in itself. But
this is for that human rights thing. Like that sounds like you're kind of shooting.
I think
the most conservative towns and strong anti-immigrant.
That was a largely Republican city council.
Yeah. The state might like
mean, literally, when they went to city council, it was me and Sheila, Sal, Tupac, and some of Sal's family.
I wonder, what if there's something like
Other than the overall
Yeah, I did it. It's on my Facebook wall. I even sent him. I even sent it to him in an email.
Oh yeah, I don't know. You want to go over there and videotape whatever you want? We only got 4 minutes. Huh? 2 o'clock.
I want Lisa. She could write 30 times a day on her Facebook. So I would imagine I would have gotten 30 notifications. Now I don't do anything. I have to go look on my Facebook.
Don't worry about it.
That must be the way they post it. So every time I like to cause a post, somebody responds, then I get heavy. That makes sense.
My little monkey. Daddy's backwards.
And it's not like I'm handing out flyers that have my name. Yeah.
I don't want to find one.
Yes, bro. Will you help us get on the ballot again?
Right? I mean, I think everything out here that we're doing is all on the corporate personhood. It's pretty open.
Where do you live?
On removing the idea of corporations having free speech equaling money.
Okay, that's kind of where I
That's what like everything we have here is for. Well, that's not a bad thing to be for. Yeah.
Houses. I want
I mean, I wouldn't force everybody to be home. If people want to be home. Well, you want everybody to be required to have it, or you're just saying if they want to? I mean, I think it's a good thing to learn it so you know how to use it.
You're not on internet
Yeah. Old one.
The information's still there.
Yeah. I don't see a big problem with that. I mean, if they are in your face trying to do something to you. Yeah.
Okay, see, I crossed out. I don't use that regular note anymore.
Well, I mean, that doesn't really have to do with today's objective. If somebody puts together a... Okay, I mean, I don't know if... I mean, I can't speak for everyone here on that issue. I speak for me. Yeah, and I'm saying for me, I'm fine with that. I agree with the idea of self-defense.
It's live streaming right now.
This is to end corporate personhood in the First Amendment, the interpretation of the First Amendment. Yeah, to end that interpretation of... No, I mean, nothing here has to do with the Second
You
Amendment.
guys are ready?
If you want to sign, I'm not objecting.
It's about that time we got to move on. Start off.
I don't
So, bad joke.
Why?
American hero.
Yeah, I would think both of them should be. The ability to own a gun and just be free. Is arguably even
Okay, that concludes our episode.
Charlie.
You guys had not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some other stuff to do, but if
Okay.
anyone wants to hold these up, set them down here.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get them somewhere. Somebody? Cool. Well, good to see you both.
Hey, Charlie. As always.
Cool. I try to be publicly around.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy to find.
I'm less publicly around.
But you do good things. You're doing the whole environmental study that I can't think of what it's called.
Environment and justice studies.
Oh, where?
Sustainability.
Hey. Cool. You heading off?
No, there's a call.
Good to see you.
She's cool. She was working there.
As soon as it all coats and complete, we're done.
That's right. I couldn't make it. I was watching her.
We're done. We're done.